yeah, what's good? We back in this thing, clap that game, crying game. I thought it was soon. Had to come back. We got some news. We got some news. This came out before I went live. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think I just need to do a live just on this news just by itself. We just, yeah. Make sure I got it. Nope. We got to do news on this one by itself. We talking about the rapper Tee Grizzley. You know, he had went through a situation where his manager, aka his auntie, now that is known as it's just a name and not his actual auntie. You know, she ended up becoming DEMISE, got a life took while he was out and about. You know, he was out and about doing his rounds, going where he was going. He gives an interview. Well, let me rewind it a little bit. First off, they find the weapon that took the life of his so-called auntie. Come to find out, Booker 600, who's tied to OTF, was the one that had that weapon. Okay, Tee Grizzley was cool with, is cool with OTF, Lil Durk, 600 Booker, all this. Well, the state, they done dropped some bombshell news, and come to find out, man, Tee Grizzley, man, he had this woman pregnant. She wasn't his real auntie. He does an interview whenever he did it, and the stories just don't sound right. It don't sound right at all. It sounds like he trying to think of stuff to say. The stuff he's saying just don't make sense. It about sound like a movie. Said, nah, man, it don't work like this. He talking about, man, we finna get into it. I'm gonna get my commentary, man, because yeah, it just don't add up, man. So first, I'm gonna show y'all the news on what Tee Grizzley is getting accused of right now, and then we're gonna get into the interview, man, and I'm gonna explain why this interview gonna send him that way. I ain't wishing no bad on you, brother. I ain't wishing no bad on you, bro. I'm just letting you know. It's not looking good for you, baby. It ain't looking good. Yeah, let's go and get into it, man. Let me see. Damn. I don't know, man. You can't make this stuff up. Let's get it.
Defendant. The question was asked by the state, does she remember the aunt? Mentioning that when Tee Grizzley heard the shots inside the home, he ran to the window to see what was going on. The aunt responded, no, she didn't say that.
You know, I said they must be tearing him up right now. Yeah.
This game.
So this is Booker 600 right here. Let's see if I pull it on. You know, this Booker 600 right here, and he's OTF. He's tied with OTF. Let me pull up some clips of him with Lil Durk. Man, it's looking pretty bubbly right now, Tee Grizzley. And we ain't just talking about no little small, like he in the background partner. He ain't one of Lil Durk, you know, way in the, like, you know what I'm saying, side, with little side buddies. We talking about like right next to me. Like every time you see Lil Durk, you gonna see 600 Booker. Hold on. This is 600 Booker right here. You see where he's sitting? You see where he's sitting? He's all OTF for Philly. Don't get me wrong. But you see where this nigga sitting? He's trusted. He's linked in. He's like linked in. Tight with Lil Durk. And Tee Grizzley somehow formed a bond through some song features. Well, that's what it looks like on the internet. They probably been cool all along, you know what I'm saying? I ain't not trying to be on no police shit. Like I'm trying to tie some games together on no shit like that, because I'm BDs myself. But what I'm saying is, we just strictly talking about the Tee Grizzley situation right now. This is the man that the police got right now for something else, crossing state lines. They found him with the blicky. The blicky they found him with is the same blicky that took the life of Tee Grizzley's auntie. Not to say that he did it. Not to say that he did it. Apparently, the car and the blicky was involved in Tee Grizzley auntie's demise. So, like I said, man, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, let's go back. Man, that just threw me all the way out. Damn. Wasn't it? Come on. Well, I forget. My memory is. Come on, history. Dang. I just hope this ain't true, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Don't listen to this. Where the video I was watching? What is all this? Is that my history? Where's my history at, man? Damn. Show me my history. Y'all showing me videos on my channel. What the hell is this? That's 9 years ago. That's not my fucking history. I'm not sure what I've been watching. Man, this don't make no sense, man. Okay. Well, my kids must be watching or something. I must be watching my old video. Damn. Alright. Like I said, this Booker, the same guy I just sold y'all, sitting beside the dirt. And you see, very cool with Tee Grizzley. So you explain to me that this guy, or whoever this guy got the blicky from, took the life of this guy's auntie. That they so close, so cool together. But once you hear the interview that Tee Grizzley gave, it's gonna kind of, in the state. Now this is the state that has evidence showing that he got the auntie pregnant. It's not his real auntie. Come to find out, it was the auntie. Come to find out, it was the wife. No, it is his real auntie, but by marriage. This lady was married to his uncle. And what I think I'm starting to believe is, damn, Tee Grizzley may not be behind. His uncle may be behind for finding out that Tee Grizzley was smashing on Auntie, smashing on his wife, then knocked her up. Tee Grizzley can't explain that. It's just gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. Maybe Tee Grizzley did it to hush up the pregnancy. His uncle could have did it. Finding out that she was pregnant. Tee Grizzley talking about they tried to get him, but when he get an interview, it just sounds real bad. It sounds like, no, they tried to get who they got. Like they got who they wanted. So, Tee Grizzley, this was kind of making you look bad. Hold on, man. I think I forgot to cut my... Yeah, man, I apologize. Oh, I cut it out. Okay, let's get into it.
They also go by 600 in Chicago. His name was Jermaine Whedon, aka Wu-Tang. Now, when Wu-Tang was first...
Correction. 600 Wu. the one I just showed y'all, he's the one that was caught with the blick. OTF member, who with Tee Grizzley. I think they saying this guy, he's OTF too. See the change? They saying he's the one that did the pound, took the life of the auntie. Same difference.
Charge. But what a lot of people don't know is that Wu-Tang already had a serious criminal background. This wasn't no first-time offender. In fact, back on May 12th, a serious felony firearm, Wu-Tang, also go by 600 in Chicago. His name was Jermaine Whedon, aka Wu-Tang. Now, when Wu-Tang was first picked up, it was an open murder, a felony firearm charge. But what a lot of people don't know is that Wu-Tang already had a serious criminal background. This wasn't no first-time offender. In fact, back on May 12, 2016, he had a felony conviction for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon in a vehicle in Cook County. He was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. And second, on March 15, 2018, just 2 years later after that, he had a felony conviction again for unlawful possession of a weapon by a felon in Cook County, in which he was sentenced to 42 months in prison, which lets us know that Wu-Tang not supposed to be around firearms. Now, I wanted to make all that clear because he was later caught with a firearm that was illegal in Chicago, which we'll later discuss. And the feds got that case. And what they did is they dropped it for the moment because he did get found with a firearm that has did another crime across state lines. And they let him deal with the state for now.
Well, now I'm getting kind of confused because why would they be showing 600 Wu-Tang? For some reason, I don't know. Let me figure it out. Let me figure it out, y'all. We're gonna figure it out together here.
And we just wonder why. But they also did something that I want you guys to pay attention to as well. In the state case, gave this habitual offender a reasonable bond for murder. As mentioned, we wonder why. But at this point, we know this no ordinary case, and some folks believe he was let out on purpose. Maybe even being used as bait, or even working with somebody. Either way, something is off. Now, when JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was on probation, and he had a tether. And we'll later explain how that played on helping solving this case for the state and the feds. October 19, 2019, just 2 months after JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was arrested in Chicago, Illinois. It was around 12:06 p.m. when officers...
I'm trying to keep up with everything. Say 2 months ago. Rewind it so I can make sure.
October 19, 2019, just 2 months after JB lost her life, Wu-Tang was arrested in Chicago.
So 2 months after Tee Grizzley Auntie lost her life, Wu-Tang, the guy that I just showed y'all right there, was arrested. When he was arrested, he was caught with that blicky in the vehicle. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting right now. Y'all keep up.
Illinois. It was around 12:06 p.m. when
Yo, I gotta take a pause. Shout out to the Family TV, man. Yes, sir. Go subscribe to the channel, man. He's one of the best YouTubers out there, man. He gonna put the news together, all facts. He gonna let you know. He don't give you no anger. He gonna give you the straight gun. Let's get it. Yes, sir.
When officers from Chicago Police Department were on a routine patrol when they responded to another officer report of a male and one female sitting inside of a stolen vehicle parked in the alley behind 5920 South Calumet Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. The reporting officer had confirmed that the vehicle was stolen by checking the vehicle license plate in the law enforcement computer database. When responding to CPD, officers pulled into the alley. They observed the male subsequently identified as Wu-Thang, aka Jermaine Whedon, and a female standing near the stolen vehicle, a blue Nissan Versa with New York license plate. Now keep that vehicle in mind. As the responding officers exited the patrol car and approached Wu-Thang, he fled from officers on foot. After a brief foot chase, the officers apprehended Wu-Thang and placed him in handcuffs. As Wu-Thang physically resisted the officers when placed against the police car, a Glock 23 40 cal semi-automatic handgun bearing serial number PAZ363 fell out of Wu-Thang's left pants leg. The handgun was loaded with 12 rounds of ammunition with the head stamp mark.
So Wu-Thang is Whedon. Alright. Like I said, I'm trying to keep everybody kept up. Don't want nobody to get confused. Look. Okay. Right here it says, as the responding officers exited their patrol car and approached whatever it is up on there, Wu-Thang fled from the officers on foot. After a brief foot chase, the officers apprehended Wu-Thang, that's who Whedon is, and placed him in handcuffs. As Wu-Thang physically resisted, the officers, when placed against a police car, G23, a 40 caliber semi-automatic hand blicky bearing serial number PAZ363, just like my guy, the Family TV just said, fell out of Wu-Thang's left hand leg. The blicky was loaded with 12 rounds of ammunition with head stamps marking CA40 S&W Smith & Wesson. During a subsequent search, let's go and get back into it. I'm gonna let my guy, the Family TV, you know what I'm saying, keep reading it. I kind of just, like I said, I don't want to look like I'm just stealing his content and I'm not doing no work myself. So I get my commentary here and there, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna show his old video. It's two specific things I wanted to show. The fact that Tee Grizzley is connected, and the interview that I told y'all about. Let's get back to it.
In his left pants leg, the handgun was loaded with 12 rounds of ammunition with the head stamp marking SIG-40 S&W. During the subsequent search of the stolen blue Nissan, CPD officers recovered an extended magazine from the passenger side door. Now fam, would you believe this man had the same firearm and same stolen vehicle during the night that JB lost her life? Well, it's true. When it came to the rental, the car was a Hertz rental car that had been set to be returned to Hertz on August 24, 2019. Hertz filed a stolen police report in September of 2019. The following year, February of 2020, DPD received notification from the MSP lab where they test the firearms, the ballistics. They confirmed that that firearm that Wu-Thang was caught with in Chicago was the same firearm used to take the life of JB. May she rest in peace. Now at this point, fam, I know a lot going through your head, but at least for the moment, Wu-Thang gets arrested. At the following year, as mentioned, police, at least the feds stepped in, but they was already in, but they gave him one count of a firearm taken in from state lines, and they end up dismissing that case in 2021, letting him take on the challenge for the state for now. And after being arrested for over 5 years, the state gave him a $75,000 10% cash bond on a tether, in which he paid. But that was crazy, because as mentioned, he was arrested for all that time and his trial was coming up, but the world didn't know.
Okay, so right here, this is supposed to be Wu-Thang, his whole record, and man, let me say, ain't no way he should be out. No way he should be up out of jail, man. Travel permit, fine and file, all this right here, man. This is all Wu-Thang. Emergency motion file, jury trial. Man, that's insane, man. I wasn't even about to read all that. Hell nah. Come on, man.
Started back up for trial. They released a $2,500 reward again, as if the guy they caught with all this evidence isn't enough, or not the sole person responsible, which probably indicates a recent bond and the feds letting go of the first charge for now. And the family TV will hopefully start filming from now on this trial on Twitch and YouTube, on the second channel, and many more. But I was able to catch it today, although the audio wasn't allowed for screen recording while looking. You can only screen record if the audio picks up from another device. And that
Okay, so the trial is going on. The trial is going on right now. And like my guy, the family TV said, he was gonna have it on her, but the audio, he couldn't screen record because they got the audio off. You know what I'm saying? You have to have another device to play the audio in the background, all that. But he was able to get a certain amount, and then he's gonna follow up with the interview of Tee Grizzley with some guy. And the interview, like I said, this is the main point of this live stream, because I want y'all to just see how horrible this dude's story is, man. And I'm not trying to blame Tee Grizzley. I'm not trying to say you got something to do with it. I'm not saying you do, you don't. But I'm saying, this what you telling this dude right here? This story about how this happened? Even if it happened like that, even if it's on camera, that look bad. It don't look good. It don't look good. Somebody had to set out for her for a reason. They wasn't looking for you. It ain't no need to put pump 8 in somebody that ain't you. That don't even make sense. You said, hold on, like I said, I'm trying to wait till we get to the interview because I want y'all to hear what he gonna say. But I'm gonna throw a spoiler in here right quick. Let me throw a spoiler alert. He mentioned they opened the car door before they start popping. He wasn't even in the car. So let's don't get to the interview. Like I said, man, it's time. That's what I've been waiting on anyway. Let's get it. Yo!
Tee Grizzley allegedly stopped at the day JB lost her life to go inside. Remember we said that was his aunt house? Another aunt? When she took...
I gotta throw this in there too. This lady right here, this is Tee Grizzley's other auntie. When you hear him giving the interview, you gonna hear him. He giving an interview to some YouTubers. I'm not gonna say some, like he's not a nobody, but I don't know who the YouTuber is. I'm gonna look him up. Definitely gonna subscribe to him. But Tee Grizzley is giving an interview with this guy, and he explained this auntie right here. Let me make sure I'm circling her right. This auntie right here. This is the house he was at. He ran up to her door or her window. Right while he knocked. First he said, let me go to the, I'm gonna get to the interview. I'm just explaining who this is. This is the auntie that's alive. This is the one that the house he was at. And I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said she did. And then I'm gonna tell y'all what she told them in court. Matter of fact, the family TV is gonna tell y'all before the interview starts what she said. So let's get to it.
Took the stand today, and to sum up 8 hours for you guys in 60 seconds, I say this: that rumor that's floating around that Tee Grizzley got his alleged aunt pregnant, the state believes that. Not the family TV, not Reddit, the state. And there was one damaging answer.
So what he just said is, it's not a rumor. Tee Grizzley had that woman pregnant. This is the state. This is the state saying this. It's not a rumor. So basically what it is, they got evidence Tee Grizzley had her pregnant. Well, it still don't prove Tee Grizzley had her taken out. So it's the Fed's job, or it's the state's job, to gather evidence on Tee Grizzley's connection, if he is connected. All they got now is Tee Grizzley had that woman pregnant, and that woman was the auntie of Tee Grizzley's uncle. That's all they got right now. And it's Wu got the weapon that took her life. So it's looking real close. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Tee Grizzley still might not be part of it. We don't know.
From the aunt on the stand, and it seemed like it was bigger than the alleged defendant. The question was asked by the state, and it seemed like the state. And there was one aunt pregnant. The state believes that, not the family. That Tee Grizzley got his alleged aunt pregnant. The state believes that, not the family TV, not Reddit. The state. And there was one damaging answer from the aunt on the stand, and it seemed like it was bigger than the alleged defendant. The question was asked by the state, does she remember the aunt mentioning that when Tee Grizzley heard the shots inside the home, he ran to the window to see what was going on? The aunt responded, no, she didn't say that.
You know, they must be tearing him up right now. Yeah. All good, man. So the night everything happened, man. Can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio. I seen you on your Instagram.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever. And I'm going to my cousin's house, my older cousin. Mm-hmm. He was real close with my pops. This is like my pop's brother. Mm-hmm. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love, because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just gotta move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I gotta move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, mm-hmm. She about to open the door. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. Mm-hmm. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car, like
she was in the driveway or the street. She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on, and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. So once we got outside, once we got in the front where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. Let me ask you. So, was you had to enter to the back door or something?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Side door. Okay. I get you. Okay.
But basically,
yeah. So I forgot y'all. So for copyright reasons, I don't want to play the whole video. I mean, I'm gonna play the whole interview, but just the audio. I don't want to show it. This is basically the gist of the interview. This is how it looked. But I'm gonna play the complete audio of the full interview, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to Tee Grizzley catch himself up in the lie, man. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna tell you. He's about to get to it. He's saying the driver that had his auntie in the car, when he was tapping on the door or he was waiting on the other auntie, that driver pulled off after the pop. After the incident, the driver took off. He said he talked to the driver first. He said he talked to the driver first. But then he gonna change it up and say his auntie. Oh no, my auntie called me. She called me when she was shot, when she was popped. Now, he can't be meaning that she waited until she got to the hospital and it just laid in the bed and decided, let me pull my phone out and call Tee Grizzley. Anybody that get pow-pow, they're gonna immediately call you. They're gonna immediately call you. Because they don't know how many more seconds they got left on this planet. And even the response he got, it didn't sound like the response of a woman that got popped, that's about to lose, she about to go. The God is about to take her spirit. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the response. Like, and just remember who he said he got in contact with first. And keep up with that. Alright.
I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So we in the front, I look in the street. I don't see no glass in the street. So I'm like, oh, they straight. You know what I'm saying? That's probably some, I didn't even think this had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with a gun though. So I was cool with going out there. I'm like, I ain't see no glass in the street. I'm thinking they got some shots and pulled off.
So he said his cousin came out and gave him a weapon. I thought he said his auntie at first. Let me rewind it. Because that's two lies he got caught in.
Told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door trying to get at me. He ended up hitting her up. Don't say to my. You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with a gun though. So I was cool. Where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Okay, wait, let me ask you this. So was you had to enter to the back door or something?
Yeah, I went
okay.
I come to the door. You know what I'm saying? And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, certain areas you just can't. You just gotta move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about.
Alright, y'all. So the reason why I rewinded it is because I'm trying to see who he said brung him a blicky. You know, while the situation was going on, he claimed he had walked he was knocking on the door before, you know, the situation. He was knocking on the door, waiting on somebody to answer. He said once they answered, I thought he said it was his auntie to answer. But I'm assuming it was his auntie's house, and it may be his auntie's kid, whom he's calling the cousin. So that would be understandable. But let me just make sure. That's why I rewinded it.
About where you at, I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I gotta move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses and stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person. It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff in there. So I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, she about to open the door. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver.
Oh, he did say his cousin. Okay.
I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car, like in the driveway or the street?
She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever. And we ran out in the front to see what's going on, and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us.
Let me give a shout out to the YouTuber that got this interview, bro. My bad. I apologize for that. Let me cut off my echo. Let me give a shout out to the YouTuber, man, that got this interview, my guy. Oh, this on the family, but the interview is see if he got the name. I think he said his name at the beginning. I'm trying to look him up. Later. Let's get back into it. Probably gonna digressing too far. Alright.
So once we got outside, once we got in the front where they was at, my driver gone. There's no cars out here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. Let me ask you. So, was you had to enter the back door or something?
Yeah, I walked
okay. Side door. Okay. I
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
But basically, I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Okay.
So we in the front, I look in the street. I don't see no glass in the street. So I'm like, oh, they straight. You know what I'm saying? That's probably I didn't even think this had nothing to do with us.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
But my cousin still came out there with the gun though.
Mm-hmm.
So I was cool with going out there. I'm like, I ain't see no glass in the street. I'm thinking they heard some shots and pulled off.
Okay.
So now I'm mad now. Like, y'all heard them shots, why would y'all leave me over here?
Right.
You feel me? You could at least called me and told me, like, it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying? That my driver ended up calling me, like, and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door.
I told y'all. He said first person he said call him. He said his driver ended up calling him. Said his driver ended up calling. And it would be understandable. He's not the one that got tapped. So it's easier. It's quicker for him to grab his phone, pull his phone out, and call. But then he say his auntie called. He didn't say he found that from his auntie. He said he found that from the driver. So I'm just trying to figure out, what, did both of them call you at the same? Did she call after he called? Or did she call before he called? No, because he said that's when he found out, when his driver called him. Let me rewind it.
Told me like it's too much, leave me over here.
Right.
You feel me? You could at least called me and told me like it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying? That my driver ended up calling me like and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door. My driver ended up calling me like, and it's too much going on over here. Come on, we gone. You know what I'm saying? That my driver ended up calling me like and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door, trying to get at me. End up hitting her up.
Where did they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit her.
Pause. I wasn't even supposed to be showing that. I told y'all I was gonna slide down. But anyway, if they open the door up to get you, you mean to tell me? See, I thought they just start spitting at the car, and that's how she got tapped. Like, you know, they were spitting at the car, and she was spitting in the car, and she called ate it around. No, this guy is saying they walked up to the car, opened the door. First off, hey, you bold for doing that. If that's how it went down, I guarantee you it was a setup. Ain't nobody gonna take out the time of their day to get out of their car, walk, run, however you want to do it, run up to the other car, to the car that you want to spit at, and open the doors up. They walked up, they ran to the car, they got out of their car, ran to this car, opened the doors up like they letting somebody out. Open the doors up, looking for Tee Grizzley, don't see him. Hey, let's go ahead and spit at her anyway. Sent 8 rounds directly towards that woman. Directly in that woman, not towards her. 8 rounds. After opening the door up. See, I probably would have believed that if they would have just spat at the car. You bold to just get out and run up to a car and open the door and do it. I'm not saying it ain't possible. I'm just saying that adds in time. If you sliding on somebody and you trying to get in, get out, hopping out of your car already adds in time. That's slowing you down. Running up to the car, that puts you in danger. How do you not know these people ain't sitting looking at you and they already got something in their lap? Why would you run up to the car to end your life? Nah, nah. Then not only did they run up to the car, and I'm just saying they ran. I don't know if they walked or what. Might as well should have walked. Ran to the car. Not only did you run to the car, you opened the door up. You mean y'all took all that time? They could have got y'all tapped up. Somebody could have blew through the window at y'all. You took that risk to get blowed at through the window? Coming up to the window to grab the door handle and open the door? And now y'all looking for Tee Grizzley? Don't see him? Let's give it to the auntie. She didn't catch 1, 2. She didn't catch 2 rounds. 3 rounds. She didn't catch 2. 8. 8. Trauma area. All her trauma area. Everything that could take a life. Nah, man. I ain't believing that. I mean, I'm believing that's how it went. But like I said, if that's how it went, set up. This was all set up. Tee Grizzley. Something fishy. I'm not a detective, bro. I'm a common sense man. I done been around that life. And ain't no nigga taking out no time. Come on, you know better than that, Tee Grizzley. Man, let me get a square, man. I gotta keep this. Hold on, man. Shit, this right here, man. We just stopped for a second. I can't even believe what the hell I just heard. And nigga, I'm from Arkansas, nigga. I'm in Central Arkansas. Nigga, we from Central Arkansas, nigga. We do shit slower than y'all. Like, we steps behind y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk on some OG status shit. We steps behind y'all. I'm OG status right now. Ain't no way I should be breaking down this and should be knowing better than this. Ain't no way I should be knowing that the play that he described on how this went goofier than it was supposed to go. It was so goofy to where I'm not gonna even believe it. You can't even make me believe that. Ain't no nigga doing this shit. That don't even make no sense, nigga. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying, bro. Something ain't adding up. And plus, you being Tee Grizzley, hold on. Shit, with you being Tee Grizzley, man, they should have came. Why wasn't they firing at you? You out the car. This is what I'm trying to get an understanding on. You got out the car. You was still at the door. You wasn't even in the house yet. So that means they had to have seen you. If they wanted you, why did they run to the car and open the door up and deliberately take out the auntie? Somebody help me break that down to me. I want Tee Grizzley. I want to get too fast. No, I don't want nothing in the way. I don't want nothing getting in the way. That means I ain't got time to be second guessing. I want to make sure I see your head so I can tap it. No mistakes. No time wasted. No accidentally get nobody else. The reason why I was saying the age I'm at, where I live at, we behind y'all. Tee Grizzley and them. When y'all there, y'all true sliders. Y'all true sliders. Fucking with OTF. That's how I know this wasn't no dummies. This wasn't no niggas that ain't no professional. They be on their shit. They know what they doing. But if this the way it went, if this how it went, my guy, I know y'all better than I know y'all. I don't know y'all. The shit that them displayed, y'all move way better than that. I know y'all move way better than that. So I just can't believe that the guys in this category that got the skills coming from the OTF in Chicago area. Tee Grizzley, where he from? Well, Tee Grizzley didn't do nothing. But if this is what they saying, and if anybody from OTF area or Chicago period, anybody from Chicago, somebody that's for copycatting to be like part of OTF. Man, Chicago niggas don't play. Yeah, they'll get out and they'll open your door up. I can't say they won't do that. But what I'm explaining to you is that's the whole point of opening the door. We getting our target. We're not going to be just hitting nobody that ain't who we want. That's why they open the door. Why even get out and open the door? If you just gonna just not notice he in there and spray up the inside anyway. And the driver, he didn't even get touched. The driver didn't even get touched. Not one. Only the Auntie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on side like where her heart at too, so that shit was fucked up. She got shot like that before long time. Oh, and I just like on her. He ended up hitting her up. My door. Trying to get at me. And open my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas open my door. Trying to get at me. He ended up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on like on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit in her head or her face, and I just all on her side. You feel me?
How many
on
times?
the side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side like where her heart at too, so that shit was fucked up. She got shot like that before a long time ago with my uncle.
Okay.
His car got shot up, and she.
Damn, Tee Grizzley, I just thought about something, bro. Please don't tell me this true, man. You know what it's starting to sound like to me now, man? I just heard what he said. He explaining where she got wounded at. They didn't touch her face. They didn't touch her face in there, though, man. They just did her body, man. Just sound more suspicious. Cause I can see you saying that, man. They gonna see that. They gonna explain that. They're gonna break that down in court. And I'm like, man, you even spared. You even made it to where she could have a funeral, where they can have an open casket. So they didn't touch her face, man. They didn't touch her head or nothing, no, man. It's just, just straight side shots. But you did that so they can have an open casket, man, just to respect family and stuff, man. That's what the court gonna be saying. This, I'm just talking shit, but this what the court gonna be saying. Cause you just described it in the interview, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even mention it. So they didn't touch her face or head, and it was just straight sides. They gonna take that and twist it. They gonna take it and they gonna make that something. That's crazy. I just wouldn't even say it. That shit, like, man, they ain't even touch her head. I mean, even though that's the case, if that's the wound, the fact that you just, brought that out and you said that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was almost like, I don't know, almost like you could see the glimpse of respect out of if you tied to it, you got anything to do with it, you felt bad. So the least thing you wanted to do was have it a clean, like y'all make it as clean as y'all can. Basically, this is what I'm saying. Hey, look, this looked like it was cleanly done. This looked like this was clean, like it was too clean, man. For somebody to be coming to chop your head off, bro. It ain't nothing clean about chopping your head off. Ain't nothing clean about coming to chop, especially when we can see that you ain't in enough. Okay, we were in the wrong spot. We don't want Auntie. What Auntie do? You said, I didn't say it. You said they wanted you. I don't know how you know that. But you said, at first you said you think it didn't have nothing to do with you. Like, man, I ain't know nigga was even, if it was even somebody fucking with her, it was probably just somebody heard around, you know, down the street. I ain't know we was involved. I looked at the car and didn't see no glass. But then you say, you know they was after you. You know they was busting for you. Like it was them pops was intended for you. I just don't understand how you said both of them. Or this is what the court gonna say when they get this interview. This is what they gonna be saying. You said that, then turn around and said that. Then you said this, and then turn around and said this. I ain't even finished with the who called you first. This is all I done just pulled out, trying to explain who called you first. Because you said the driver did, but then you say TT did before she passed. Let's keep listening though. Oh, come on.
She got hit in the exact same place, but she lived.
Okay.
Hit with her heart all on her side, and her arm, my door, trying to get at me. My door, and told me what happened. So basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door, trying to get at me. Ended up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and her arm. She didn't hit her face, and I just all on her side. You feel me?
How many times?
On the side where her heart at.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, on the side like where her heart at too, so that shit was fucked up. She got shot like that before a long time ago with my uncle.
Okay.
His car got shot up, and she got hit in the exact same place, but she lived. You know what I'm saying? Because she went straight to the hospital.
Okay.
My uncle drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened. But
was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you?
While she was shot, she called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But like niggas was coming for me because they opened my door.
Okay.
And was shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times though.
And you have no idea where this came from?
No, I ain't got no idea where it came from. But it ain't even matter where it came from. I felt like everybody was a suspect. I felt like everybody was a suspect. So even if a person wasn't a suspect, if I didn't like that person, it was escalated. My dislike for them was escalated times 10.
Now we laid it all out. The come up, the tragedy, the arrest, the strange bond, the trial. You see?
Man, look at her, bro. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's more to that interview, but that's all I want to get it to. Like, just right there is enough. He's saying the woman called him while she was at the first he said, no, you can, like he didn't know. See, this what they gonna do to you when you get up in court. And the jury gonna look at you like, wait a minute, he fumbling, he don't even remember if she called him or not. I go back.
Laid it all out. The come up, the tragedy, the arrest, the strange bond, the...
If I didn't like who, I felt like no idea where it came. Niggas was coming for me. Oh, she caught me. She was still breathing and everything. She called me. No, drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened. But
Was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even.
That right there. That right there. I apologize, man. I might sound like I'm on my ratchet TV shit. I might sound like I'm on my investigator shit. I apologize, y'all. It's just it's the fact seeing in me. It's just the common sense in me. It's just the listening in me, man. And you know, I know he gonna have a cold ass lawyer. So, you know, I don't know what happened. I'm just going off of what I'm playing to y'all. And I'm giving my opinion on it. If the guy asks you, man, did she call you, you gonna immediately know what to say. Come on, man. That's your auntie. This you sad. You broken heart over this woman's past getting like done like that. You gonna immediately remember that's not my fault. What? That would have came out my mouth. He wouldn't even have to ask. The guy asked you, and the first thing, let me play it again. What that was you had said.
Okay, my uncle drove straight to the hospital as soon as it happened. But
Was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital as soon as it happened. But
Was she alive when did she die on the scene or the hospital?
I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive.
The hospital?
I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive.
The hospital?
I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still. I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive. She was still breathing and everything. I don't even. I think that no, she died at the hospital. She was still alive.
Man, I think on that note right there, I can go ahead. I'ma stop because I don't want to be getting myself involved in nothing. Just putting my life in danger, putting me at risk. You know what I'm saying? I love Tee Grizzley music. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite artists, man. He hard, but I'm just speaking to you like a big bro. Since I'm 44, I know I'm not your big bro. I know I'm not your OG. I ain't that shit. No shit like I ain't trying to portray to be. But I'm in my mid 40s, and my guy, you know what I'm saying? It's just simple mathematics, man. Like if you go back and you listen to it, man, and ask yourself, it's not just me. So, brother, I'm a nigga of facts. I'm a nigga of facts. I don't be making up nothing. I ain't gotta stress nothing. That's why I play it. I ain't just over here just saying it. I ain't just saying it and trying to twist it into nothing. I ain't twisting nothing. I'm just playing it. I might be wrong. That's what my chat box for. That's what my comments for. I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind tripping. I don't mind just putting shit together, but I ain't no investigator neither. So I ain't trying to get nothing put on no nigga that don't need nothing to put on them. You know what I'm saying? But when stuff hit the airwaves, I don't even grab it as soon as it come out. But eventually, I've seen it about 3 or 4 times. It been played, people done had it, and then I checked it out. And as soon as I watched it, you just gotta call it for what it is, my G. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could be dead wrong, bro. And I did admit, like when some people when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, them Chicagoan, when it comes to them niggas right there, them YN, yeah, they'll come to your car. They'll come to my car, open my door up, just to make sure they got me. But that's the whole point of them coming to my car, open my door up, to make sure they got me. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that they won't get nobody connected to you. You know, I know they'll do that too. But anyway, man, I don't know what y'all think. Y'all gotta let me know, like I said, because I could be wrong, man. I'm just listening and I'm just giving my opinion on what I'm hearing or what I think how it should have went if it was really like it was supposed to be. What? I'm none other than the Silence the Clapback King DD. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it was. If you know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. This is the Clapback King DD show. The one and only. What? Second time going live tonight. They're not showing my stuff. Yeah, I'm finna slide about this thing. What I gave y'all. Damn, another hour? 2 hours tonight. Alright, that's all I can give y'all. And we gone.
Guess what you fuck? What was you saying? Don't stop acting tough. Your partners ain't sliding. I guess you done had no damn boo-hoo. Now blow out his mind. I'm back on this money. She call it a grind. Put your life on the line. Looking his eyes, you can tell that he's scared, but they ain't ready to die. Gang get an order. Them soldiers don't stand by them 762s. They singing the tune. Is you ready to